Nick thinks he's puny. Scott's afraid he's overdone it in the gym. Matt hates his body. And Martin craves a new ripped physique.
Good.
4 men, 4 very different shapes and sizes, but one abiding hatred, their bodies.
I feel like I'm being compared to the people in the magazines, and I think that's what people want.
You're a freak, you get the stares, you get the whispering behind your back. The bigger I got, the more I was shunned by a lot of society.
They're not alone. 80% of British men hate the way they look. And as they pursue their ideal shape, they're splashing out more than £1 billion a year on gym memberships and health supplements. Now, with expert help,
I don't think my cuff is going to fit round your arm.
2 skinny blokes and 2 pumped-up bodybuilders want to transform themselves in just 12 weeks.
Temptations all over the place. It's not easy to give up by any means. No one can understand it unless you've done it.
Gym is a gym. You're going there to get fit. You're not going there to show off.
It will be a regime of no pain, no gain.
No, you're sick.
Hard facts.
He's also known as man boobs. Okay.
And uncomfortable truths.
I need him to really up his game and show me what he wants from life, and hopefully it's a bit more like what I want from life.
But can they achieve the perfect male physique in just 12 weeks?
Let's cut the bullshit. We missed the session, he's going to tell me and I'll come back down here.
And what will they learn about themselves, both outside and in?
He envies my muscles and my life, but if I could find somebody to be like this with, I'd swap my past in a heartbeat.
Four men have come to London on a mission to try and achieve the body of their dreams in just 12 weeks. 2 are bulging bodybuilders, and 2 are skin and bone. Before they can start their rapid transformation, they need to have their health and fitness checked out.
Right, I don't think my cuff is going to fit round your arm. So just pop yourself up on the couch for me, Matt. That's great.
In charge of their well-being is elite sports doctor Kay Brennan, who's come fresh from looking after Team GB's Olympic heroes.
All the way down to the floor. Nice and slowly, off you go. These guys, I think, will have to adopt almost that elite athlete mentality. They're going to have to be focused and driven. They're going to have to take setbacks and take them on the chin and get up the next day and carry on.
Take it up and hold. Hold right there.
Fitness guru Mark Anthony, who's worked with Jordan and the stars of Towie, will be creating the men's personalised training programmes.
All of the guys, I hope, are going to be hugely motivated and they're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. Keep going. Keep the arms moving. So we're doing high repetitions. Don't stop. Faster. They want to do it. They want to make a commitment. They want to go for it. Push, 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 and sit down. Good. OK, relax. Have a breather. Well done.
At 6'2" and weighing nearly 17 stone, Bristol-based bodybuilder Scott Francis has spent the last decade pumping iron. He's now got a massive 45-inch chest and 18-inch biceps.
When you're pushing heavy weights, the feeling that goes through your head is kind of like it's a nice panic.
I'm not touching it. Right, now then, let's go. And drive. Come on, Scott.
You can feel the weights tearing at your limbs, your joints, your muscles.
Yeah, mate, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come on then, last few.
You really feel excited. You only finish when you literally finish. And that's the kind of mentality you need when you're lifting heavy weights.
For 30-year-old entrepreneur Scott, keeping a big frame means eating big meals.
There's breakfast, cereal, banana, 6 bacon, 10 eggs, 2 toast, 4 sausages, milk. Perfect breakfast for me.
And it's not just breakfast. He has 6 full meals daily and has eaten 15,000 calories in a single day, 6 times the recommended average.
If I don't eat regularly every couple of hours, I get a terrible sickness. I get nausea, I get dizziness. It's nearly linked to diabetes. I can see how the closeness is linked.
The pursuit of the body beautiful has also had other unexpected side effects.
You're hot all the time. In the middle of the night, I'll get shortness of breath. Your heart has almost a palpitation. It beats so hard all day, and you wake yourself up.
Scott's passion for the gym led to him taking part in competitive bodybuilding.
Yeah, he was a lovely little boy.
But his physique has been hard for his mum to accept.
That's not my son. To me, it looks like one of his Transformers that he had when he was little. This is what I don't like to look at.
Good girl. So beautiful.
Scott's now a parent himself.
I got muscles. Do the other one.
He sees 3-year-old Olivia several times a week, although he's no longer with her mum.
Jump, 3, 2, 1, jump. You're fast. You're too fast for me. I just love to do the other things other fathers do, you know, they can run around all day. It'd be nice to have that level of fitness. We need to get fitter. I feel bad sometimes when she just run up and down the hill and I have to say, hang on a minute, you know, Daddy's out of breath, or, you know, Daddy, you know, I'd love just to be able to be fitter than her. I want to do more now, and if shedding some muscle and some bulk is the only way I can be more productive for my daughter's life, then that's what I have to do.
While Scott wants to shrink down his hulking frame, at only half his weight, 8.5 stone Nick Sinnott is desperate to beef up. After a year and a half of trying to bulk up on his own, student Nick still only got a 28-inch waist and 11-inch biceps.
If I could change myself right now, starting from the bottom, I'd tone up the abs, so there, have the normal six-pack, and like broaden my chest and make it more toned, because at the moment it's just quite narrow and not really toned at all. And then broaden my shoulders, because it just makes you look bigger and like in every way, and then just arms being a bit bigger.
When not at uni, 20-year-old Nick lives in Devon with his parents.
He's so worried about how he looks all the time.
Not all the time.
You even get dressed to take the dog out for a walk, just in case he comes across someone he knows. You dress really well. It just seems to me a little bit effeminate. He even borrows my jeans sometimes.
I see like these people in the magazines with the good bodies, and I see that's what the girls want. I feel like I'm being compared to the people in the magazines, and like I think that's what people want. So when they see me, they'll be like, "Oh, like that looks pretty shit."
How you doing, Greg?
Sick butt.
Sick dog.
I feel less manly than my bigger friends having a smaller frame.
14.
Because they're all like big, muscly guys.
Give you 13.8. Oh, biggest point. 12 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and a half.
I've got quite a few friends who are into the whole rugby thing.
I need to be a lot more time to do that. Mate, you're shy as fuck.
Don't be shy,
He does get a lot of attention, but he doesn't have the confidence to like reciprocate it. So basically, he will stand very quiet at the bar. It's literally his size, his mass, that stops him being the person I know he can be.
If you just want to slip the shirt off, please.
All 4 men will follow a strict diet and workout programme designed to change their bodies in a safe way. But first, the experts need to see what their muscles can cope with.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, hand down and relax. Completely relax.
About to have a body fat test is 21-year-old call centre worker Matt Morley.
Centimetres. Your body fat is really low.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah. Have you ever had it done before?
No, I don't think so.
It's really, really low. At the moment, it's 4.5%.
What should it be?
It should be between 12 and 18 as a healthy range.
Despite being nearly 6 feet tall, Matt weighs in at just 9.5 stone, with a 30-inch waist and 10.5-inch biceps.
I'd describe my body as very, very, very slim. And well, to myself, a little bit of an embarrassment.
Although Norfolk boy Matt's got a stick-thin body, it hasn't held him back when it comes to the ladies. He's living with his glamour model girlfriend, Carly.
Can't bring that sexiness out. There's obviously like blatantly a lot better people out there than me, so it's just like the one day that she might find one of them and not bother coming home.
He says walking around with me makes him feel more insecure, because people are going to be looking at him thinking, oh, he's not very muscly and he's really skinny. I think he wants to be like the man that like holds the girl on his arm, all strong and be able to pick me up and carry me around, that kind of thing. I don't think he should like be under any pressure because I like him just the way he is.
You go swimming. You going swimming?
You coming in the pool today?
Nah, probably not today.
When not at work, all of Matt and Carly's time is spent looking after their 1-year-old daughter, Alana.
Are you going to go swimming? I'm not too keen on going swimming at the minute. When I take it off the top, I'm quite little, and like there's nothing much to me, and obviously everybody else that's swimming, there is something to them, so I'm more like a little bit weary about that one. Alana, you at it? It's caused a lot of arguments with me not spending enough time with her in the pool and things like that, but that's why I really want to like turn it all around and actually start again.
Matt may dream of transforming his 10-inch biceps into 16-inch guns, but that's a reality for Londoner Martin Sanka.
3 years ago I weighed 8 stone, approximately 55 kg. Yeah, you could see my cheekbones back then, and I had a neck. When I was 8 stone, there was an occasion when I'm walking in the town with my girlfriend. A guy whistles right in front of my face. Couldn't do nothing about it because of my size, couldn't say nothing.
He started lifting weights, doubled his size, but lost his better half.
Here we go.
However, he didn't lose his love for bodybuilding. If he's not in the gym, 15 stone Martin is preparing and eating meals. On a typical day, he eats 6 full meals, including 7 eggs, half a kilo of oats, 1 kilo of potatoes, and more than a kilo of meat, totaling a whopping 7,000 calories.
Sometimes eating really does drag on, and I get bored and things like that. I just think to myself, why am I doing this anymore? But then when I get to the gym, it becomes all clear. It makes me think back to when I was 8 stone, them guys that used to whistle, I'll chuck you in the sky and leave you there kind of thing, so...
Martin now has a new girlfriend, Janie, but it wasn't his bulky body that won her over.
When I was in university, did you prefer the way I looked then?
Yeah, you look normal.
I looked normal, so what am I now? Abnormal?
No, just not right.
Just not right. You love me regardless, right? So...
No.
No? Alright.
When you've had those years and years of building up, it's so hard to just shift it at once. You have to be motivated.
Nightclub bouncer Martin also needs a ripped body to start a new career.
My dream to become a personal trainer all began, I would say, around 2 years ago, and I just felt that I could train people to achieve their fitness goals. I'm happy with what I've achieved in the strength department, but I'm still not happy with the way I look, so I've got to find the best of both worlds. I've got to have that strength that being a big guy brings. I've got to have that definition and tone and that speed that the small guy brings, because they're both inside me. Now they just need to talk to each other and have a better relationship with each other.
To find out what's going on inside the men's bodies, the final part of the assessment is a MRI scan.
So this area here, this is right at the bottom of your back, around this area here,
right,
which are also known as a muffin top, okay? So these are areas where fat is naturally stored in everybody. Have you heard of muffin tops?
No, but I'm surprised to have them, so...
These are your pec muscles here, but these pecs are almost abnormally large,
really?
Okay? For a man of your size and your build, but overlying those pecs as well is quite a thick layer of fat, okay? So what is also known as man boobs, okay?
It's the start of the 12-week plan, and the lads have just found out what they'll need to do to achieve their dream bodies. It will be up to them to stick to their diet and exercise plans, but there'll be help and support on hand if they need it, and regular medical checkups.
Steak for breakfast? No, that can't be right. Wait. Yeah, steak for breakfast on Monday. Wow.
To grow new muscle, Nick will have to provide his body with a constant supply of protein, and that means eating 6 times a day.
I've never eaten that much food in a day before, really. It's going to be pretty hard, like, trying to just cram it all in. I feel like I'll be eating every hour, like, literally pretty much every hour. It seems like so much food. I'm happy to do it. My only worry is that with only doing around an hour of gymming a day, will this put on weight in the right way? Or will it just make me a little bit fat?
Whilst the skinny boys have been set the target of gaining 1.5 stone of pure muscle,
9. Keep going, don't stop. You're doing great.
the bodybuilders are starting their new lightweight workout with the aim of reducing their bulk by 2 to 3 stone.
6 kg dumbbells. I normally throw up 28 kg. What am I doing here?
Small weights will help tighten the muscles, but are less likely to impress.
Fan club. No? No anymore? If I was doing that with 30s, maybe it would be different, yeah? My fan club would be... Got to start somewhere.
I don't think it will be easy for Martin to forget about the big weights. He'll go to the gym looking to show off, making sure everyone can see how much he can lift.
Martin may be missing his 28-kilo dumbbells.
So we're going to go for 12 again on here.
But in Norfolk, Matt is struggling to bench press 20 kilos, using both arms.
10, so this is where it starts to get hard. Last couple.
To ensure he doesn't injure himself, Matt's initially training for only an hour every other day.
Lower it down and just explode up. Good stuff. Well done. Well done. Then just bring it. That's it. Heels up behind you. Okay, just getting as low as you can. Just extending the arms out. That's good. Those balls. Okay, so we've got 4 so far. Good effort. How are we feeling now? Yeah.
Yeah, this she's wearing a dress for the first time.
Whilst Matt wants to bulk up, girlfriend Carly's hoping for other changes.
Alana's now nearly 14 months, and we've got one photo of all 3 of us. And then if I do manage to get a photo, it gets deleted. Yeah. Doesn't it? You just
Some pictures are awful.
Yeah, but they're not.
They're
not.
awful.
They're fine. They're natural pictures of you and your daughter,
They're
which
not,
is
they're absolutely awful.
It's sad that she's never going to be this small ever again, and it would have been nice to have you here and holding our little baby for like the first time for her first photos, rather than just me and Alana.
I know. I just don't like pictures, so obviously after a little while maybe they'll probably improve after when I get a little bit more confidence back, but at the moment it's just, no. This is probably the worst picture
This is the first time
first time I ever saw her. I'm going in a t-shirt saying doggy style. The pictures love me.
He came to hospital, honestly. I just had a baby and he turned up, rocks up 2 hours late wearing that t-shirt.
Probably not the best start.
In this first stage of training, the most crucial element for all 4 lads is diet. The skinny boys' bodies are adjusting to double the calories. Working out rips apart the muscles, causing more cells to grow back. Eating provides the fuel.
And up. 4. Good.
The muscle men are starving their muscles, causing them to shrink. The low-weight workout speeds this process up by burning calories. To support and motivate each other, the experts have suggested that the men regularly meet up and train together. 15-stone bouncer Martin has come to Devon to work out with 8.5-stone student Nick.
How you doing?
Good?
Yeah, not
see you
bad.
again. How you feeling? Good?
No, not bad at all.
Right, this is your gym, yeah?
Nick's local gym is a shrine to bodybuilding.
Look at the size of this fucking guy, man.
To bulk down, Martin needs to stick to small weights and resist the urge to show off.
How much is that you're doing?
30 kg.
Are you meant to be doing that high, or...?
That light?
That high?
Yeah, it's 15 reps, so...
30 kg is a lot, like, that's like pretty much what I bench. He's not really sticking to what he's been asked to do. Like, if you're going to go and do something like this, there's no point in just going back into your old ways, I guess. But like, I think it might be the environment he's in. He doesn't want to push low weights because pushing high weights validates his masculinity kind of thing, whereas for me it doesn't really bother me.
My ball! Coming out!
His confidence seems to stem from the fact he works out. I don't really like people like that because it's just like their whole life's working out and like their happiness comes from that, and like I'm not doing it for those reasons.
See, that's what I miss right over there. Fuck me. I'll show them all something.
What do you want to go and show them?
What I can do.
Yes!
See, that's why temptation's all over the place. It's not easy to give up by any means. No one can understand it unless you've done it. Give up 1 rep max and start doing 15 reps. It's not as easy as it looks, especially when you walk into a new gym environment.
Martin's desire to work out has had a big effect on his lifestyle and played a part in a breakup with an ex.
Yeah, I was in about a 4-year relationship, and she actually has seen my entire process of going from 8 stone, then to 10 stone, then to 12 stone, which probably was my favourite weight. And I just was never satisfied, and I just became 16 stone all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was like, you know, you're not spending any time with me, your priorities are somewhere else, and that was it. My wife became a dumbbell.
Can we just try and lift that? Let me see how heavy it is. Oh, it's not actually... Whoa, it is pretty heavy, actually. No, too heavy.
Still determined to pump up is 9.5 stone Matt. He's come to Bristol to train alongside former bodybuilder Scott.
Morning.
Hello.
How you doing? You all right?
How's it going? Yeah, man,
Come
I'm
in,
ready.
come in.
Awesome. I like the place, mate. I am jealous. Very jealous.
How you finding the training?
Not going too bad, to be fair. Like, unfortunately, I did miss a couple due to slack work. I'd start at like 11 o'clock in the morning and then finish at 8, but by the time I should have really gone in the morning.
It's cliche, but Rome wasn't built in a day.
No.
Unfortunately, 99% of people, unless they stay consistent, won't change.
No, yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just that consistency.
Welcome to Scott's world.
This is where the big boys come to lift big weights.
What do you think people will be thinking as you walk out?
God knows, don't even want to think about what they're thinking. Probably just like, the hell's he doing, and then something. Little man and shit like that. Now what do I do?
Put all the weight in the heels for a start.
Yep.
Yeah? So you're not leaning forward, you're sunk back into it, yeah?
Yep.
Drop the body weight backwards, so you're in a squat position, drive up. Nice, your back's nice and straight.
Me lifting 30 with him lifting next to me made me feel a bit like an idiot, to be fair, because like obviously all the boys in it are like 20 times the size of me, but nah, everyone's got to start somewhere, haven't they?
Carvery across the road.
Yeah,
on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning, they do unlimited breakfast carvery.
Oh, do they really?
$3.49 out 2.
It's not just the heavy weights that Matt needs to get used to. He also has to start eating like a bodybuilder.
What are you going to order today?
Can I have a cheeseburger, but 2 eggs and some bacon as well, please? That's good.
But big meals are strictly off the menu for Scott.
Could I have the Slim and Well breakfast, the one without any carbs on it?
Yes, you can.
See all the things I can't eat that you can?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Basically, all that counter.
Over breakfast, conversation turns to Matt's other half.
Mrs. is doing quite well at the minute. She's like gone on to what is she? She's in the Daily Sport at some point soon.
Oh, yeah.
And like a couple of people from Playboy have actually like got in touch with her and trying to get her to go in for an interview and stuff like that.
What do you think about Carly modelling?
I don't mind her doing it, but then it really fucks me off when I find her standing there watching another bloke take pictures of my missus topless.
It's the same as if she was on a beach and a guy is physically just looking at her.
Well, yeah, I know.
What he sees in the newspaper is what he can see on the street. But the difference you've got to get through your head is the fact that when you're a bit more secure with your body image, she goes home, every single emotional, physical thing is with you. It's a security issue.
After a month of training, all of the men have received the second stage of their diet and exercise plans. Nick and Matt are now being asked to consume almost 6,500 calories a day, while Scott and Martin have had their food intake cut to around 2,500 calories.
Come on.
All of the men are being asked to work even harder in the gym.
More. Rest. Oh, boy.
But Mark Anthony has become concerned about Martin's cheating.
You know, if he wants that trim-lined, athletic look, then he's got to believe in the program that I have set him, because this program will really shift a lot of body fat. It will shift body fat fast. So if we take him out of the environment, he's in, put him in a gym where he's actually the biggest, I think that's going to really shake him up.
To help him reach his target of losing 2 stone, Mark's arranged for Martin to start training at a very different type of gym.
How you doing?
How you doing, Jason?
Martin.
Right, how you doing? You alright?
Good.
Breathe out as you come up. Good, how you feeling yourself? Alright? Nice and easy?
It's a bit quiet in here. It's bloody quiet. Where's all the testosterone in it? God knows. I haven't got it anymore. I mean, I saw a guy wearing a pair of jeans. Shit, there should be a policy, you know? The gyms that I've been to, Jesus Christ. Dumbbells going up to 80 kg, people deadlifting weight that should humanly not be possible. I come in here today, people playing with their phones, so... Fuck, man.
Hello, how are you?
After his workout, Martin has a date with girlfriend Janie.
You okay? What have you been doing?
Training.
Not allowed to.
Check it out.
Oh, please.
No?
So how was everything today then?
There's no noise, there's no one doing nothing.
But it's good that it's quiet, it makes you concentrate. I can't...
No, I was concentrating on the quietness. That's what you don't seem to
So
understand.
you just put music in, put headphones in?
Oh, I have to listen to Jason.
A gym is a gym. It's got weights and that's why you go there.
Jane, you'll never understand, love.
Well, I do, because I used to go to the gym.
You used to? Okay.
Yeah. And I like going to gyms that are quiet and peaceful,
You're
so
not,
I can...
You're not deadlifting,
so I don't have people...
You're not clean and pressing weights above your head,
It doesn't matter what you do. A gym is a gym. If you're going there to use a treadmill, you're going there to use weights. Gym is a gym. You're going there to get fit. You're not going there to show off and start dancing and showing off your muscles to other people, like some sad person. We're not in primary school anymore, love. I don't know. You're too rude to me.
Why?
Because you are. You have no manners whatsoever.
Whilst Martin's struggling to keep to his plan, Scott's giving his all.
No, you sick. Yeah, that's me done. That was all I got.
Pushing himself to the limit is a trait that Scott gets from his dad.
What's the bet going to be, £1?
I think it should be, but I don't like
Make
taking
it for
money
fun.
off the elderly. I don't want him to put a hip out swing in this. It's not like it's not as young as me anymore.
I'd say my father influenced me quite heavily growing up.
So how many balls have we got? Oh, not enough for you to improve.
My father had quite an alpha male ethos. I was always at a battle to be stronger than him or faster than him. It really was drummed into us at a young age. Physical prowess was, you know, to be taken on board.
I think, Scott, the idea of growing up is to see what level you can reach. And I think every child needs a competitive spirit. We can't all be equal. There's got to be the best and there's got to be the worst. And I think sometimes playing it to win is important.
Nearly halfway through training, Matt's diet plan of 2 weight gain shakes and 5 meals every day is proving to be a problem.
Didn't mix that on well enough. This week has been a bad week, yeah. I've only been to the gym once this week, and I need to go once again this afternoon, purely because I've managed to mess up some hours at work.
As well as his job in the call centre, Matt also has to look after his 1-year-old daughter. Fortunately, girlfriend Carly is on hand to help.
I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock and make his breakfast and lunch for him for work, and as long as I take control of it, everything's going pretty good.
It is a great help having her help prepare my meals and stuff like that, because if it's there in front of me, then there's no two ways I can say no about it. And she can cook as well, so it always tastes better when somebody else cooks it for you, doesn't it?
It is like having another child, but it's always been that way, so it's nothing different.
Hey
mate, you alright?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Trainer Mark may be less forgiving as Matt goes for a checkup.
OK, so fat weight has gone up from 2.7 kilos to 4.7. We've actually increased lean muscle mass by only 0.4 of a kilo, but you have put on 2 kilos of body fat, right? Which is not good.
No.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's not good. It should be so much better, Matt. Both thumbs up.
Although Matt's weight has increased, it's mostly fat, suggesting he's not working out enough to turn the extra calories into muscle.
Because you're tired at the end of the day, and because you want to see Litland, do you miss your workouts?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Of course you fucking do, don't you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how many workouts are we missing right now? Be honest.
I've missed quite a few, to be fair. Over the last God knows when. I need to get it in at lunch. I've got that fucking hour at lunch that I need to get it in there.
No, you can't fucking lie to me anymore. Yeah?
No,
You really can't, yeah, because this is you now we're talking about. Yeah, we're investing time in you. So no more telling me bullshit in any way at all. Okay, I want the truth, and if you've missed a workout, you better tell me.
No, I won't be missing one.
He's clearly frustrated. He's frustrated because I think he expected a miracle without putting in the effort, and this is the problem.
To gain muscle, Matt really needs to feed up. Scott has been called upon to help with his wealth of experience in mass consumption.
How you doing, Matt? You good?
How's it going?
How you doing?
You alright, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Come on in.
Thanks, mate. Freezing.
Carly, Scott, Carly. This is the lovely little half,
You
yeah?
okay?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Oh, you and Mummy now. This is the one. So how much of the whole thing would you say you're getting in? Would you say?
Well, I thought I was eating absolutely loads, yeah, but apparently nowhere near as what I was.
I'll tell you what we should do today, Matt. If we go and get you a blender, we can try a few things, chicken, mozzarella, tomato, avocado. You'd be surprised what blended food can taste like.
Matt is about to be surprised by Scott's speciality, a chicken, pesto and mozzarella smoothie.
I can't imagine it's going to be very nice.
Yeah, when you can't get a certain amount of calories in you, obviously, you're not going to be growing, you're not going to be gaining. So this is an easy way sometimes of making sure that, at least those nutrients are going in.
Good luck.
I used to drink these all the time. I'll just pass it over and you can just hold it.
You actually want me to do this, don't you? Shit.
Well, if you mix the potatoes with some butter now, at least you get the mashed potato.
Oh, it's making me go to do that.
No, see, I really like that. It tastes like a health food drink. I prefer to drink that than eggs.
Yeah, I can't physically fucking drink it.
After their liquid lunch, Scott joins Matt and Carly for a family outing.
And it makes me miss my little girl. It just reinforces how amazing it is to be a parent and how certain pursuits can be selfish. It's just made me think more and more how important it is for me to, to have done this. Seeing Matt with his partner, having the quality time they have together to watch their child grow, yeah, I'm completely envious of him. He envies my muscles and my life, but if I could find somebody to be like this with, I'd swap my past in a heartbeat. This is quality. This is natural.
For student Nick, it's the start of his final year at Cardiff University.
been looking forward to being back for a while, just because summer gets a bit boring at home. It's good seeing all my friends and stuff, but I was ready to get back now.
Maybe 2 more.
Trying to fit training around his university social life is already taking its toll.
Just really tired. I might throw up in a bit, but...
Push. Keep going, mate. Come on, give me 2 more.
I shouldn't have gone out last night, really.
To check up on his progress, Mark's come to Cardiff to pay Nick a visit.
How are we getting on?
Yeah, you picked the worst day to come down.
Why is that? Yeah, I think last night was a big one, was it?
Well, I didn't drink, but it was a...
It was a late one.
A late one, yeah, so I've not had much sleep. But it's fine, I'll push myself hard now.
All right, give me 5 more reps like so. Smooth and rhythmical. He should be absolutely smashing these workouts. You know, not feeling sorry for himself. Purely the fact that he's had 3.5 hours sleep. I mean, that really pisses me off, really. So he's got to stay focused and, you know, push forward. Let's have a look in the fridge first.
Literally?
There's nothing. Is there not? Oh, OK, we've got some peppers.
So we've got some stuff and...
and we've got some eggs. Okay,
back at Nick's house, Mark's checking to see whether he's sticking to his diet.
I think so.
And this one?
Empty, I think. Yeah, it's got...
I don't feel that you're consuming 6,500 calories. There's no way we're consuming that. No. There's no way we're doing that. And if you were consuming it, I'd see it right here. Yeah, everywhere I'd look, I'd see it.
Okay.
I don't even think we're consuming half that. We've got to be right on this now. Yeah, and it's food. You've got to feed the machine.
Yeah, I get you.
With the clock counting down, Mark's checking on the progress of wannabe personal trainer, Martin.
What I get from it is everything's cool.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
That's what I get from him. I mean, I spoke to him on Sunday, I believe. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, raring to go. And then, right, 9 o'clock, where are you?
All good?
I'm in the zone.
You're in the zone. Well, obviously the zone is where I want you to be. But I want you to be in the zone all the time. And that means all the fucking time, Martin.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean it. It really, really does. Because I've had a chat with Jason, and he has concerns. So let's cut the bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, we missed the session. He's going to tell me, and I'll come back down here as well. I will.
No. I appreciate that.
Hi, Martin.
How you doing?
With Martin struggling to keep to his programme,
How are you?
Sports Dr. Kay Brennan wants to talk to him.
Okay. Is there any other parts of kind of outside of the gym that you challenge yourself in?
In terms of...
Anything?
Well, this new fitness, kind of like...
Ignore fitness.
What? Ignore the gym totally?
Ignore the gym totally. What other parts of life do you challenge yourself in? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing?
There's nothing really, to be honest.
Is it really making you happy?
Well, you know, like, the buzz that I get, I want to be able to give that buzz to someone back.
Okay.
That's why I want to become a personal trainer.
My worry, and I feed back my worry, is that all there is the gym. There's nothing else.
I mean, yeah, it has distracted me. It distracted me while I was at uni.
I think it's more than a distraction. It's like any addiction. Addiction is not doing something a lot and that's it. It's having an unhealthy relationship with something.
Yeah.
And you have an unhealthy relationship with the gym.
You know, I've always called the gym my first house. You know, where I go home at night, it's just a place to sleep, to be restful and cook for the gym. Which is crazy, but yeah, that's how it was. And she obviously sees that I'm addicted to it.
If you want to take your top off, we'll jump on the scale and see where we currently are.
It's time for Scott's checkup. When he started training 7 weeks ago, he was set the target of losing 2 stone. That's 13 kilos of pure muscle.
We're still 4.7 kilos off target weight. As long as you keep this up, keep this momentum of exercise up as well, then I think you're going to crush it.
Hi, Kate.
With Scott close to hitting his final target weeks ahead of schedule, Dr. Kay has concerns.
Great. Tell me how you've been finding it so far.
Now it's kind of the fitter I get, the more I want to do. I'm kind of itching to get a lot fitter. You know, I feel like I like the changes I'm seeing now, and I want that to continue.
You don't really rest. You have to sit down and do nothing. I would love it if that was one of your goals, was to rest.
It's funny, I've never ever thought of whether I really do, even when I'm at home, if I'm sat on the sofa renting DVDs, am I actually chilling? But I'm not. I'm kind of always answering emails to clients and things on my phone. So no, I don't. Yeah. I would agree. I probably don't ever chill. I'm quite hard on myself. I feel that if I don't succeed, I'm somewhat unhappy. I think the need to be the biggest or the best or the leanest or suffer the most or be sick the most when I'm training or run the furthest, it's always been kind of a self-release for me. It makes me feel good about myself, and that self-worth is very important to me.
Nowhere did Scott push himself harder than when he was competing as a bodybuilder.
It's quite something to be that size, but I mean, it comes with a few drawbacks. You're training so hard, it becomes you against the iron in the gym, you against the food on the table.
Preparing for a bodybuilding show also wreaked havoc in his relationship with ex-girlfriend Caprice.
When he was dieting for a competition that he'd done last year, it got to the point where I think he was eating nearly every hour and a half, so we couldn't go out for the day. If we went out, he'd have to stop, and you just couldn't get into anything, really.
I didn't realise it was a very selfish pursuit I was doing, and when girlfriends would say, look, you know, you're moody, or God, you know, you need to eat some carbs and things, I maybe should have.
When he's really into a diet, that's when I noticed a different side to him. I wasn't used to him snapping, and I did notice him starting to snap a little bit, and I used to think, that's not right, you don't snap at me.
It was a direct result of my bodybuilding show that the relationship ended because of the stress it caused, and if I had the chance to never step on stage and have that relationship now, I would never step on stage.
After 9 weeks, it's time for the men's programmes to be upped for the final time. The muscle men have been put onto 5 sessions a week of intense cardio, and they're only allowed to consume around 2,000 calories a day. Whilst the skinny boys have now got 5 sessions a week of pumping iron and are having to eat close to 7,000 calories a day. But Matt is falling even further behind.
He hasn't really put the effort in that I had hoped that he would, and it makes me angry. It makes me angry because, like, not everybody gets opportunities to do things like this. I think what makes me disappointed is the lack of motivation, and doesn't seem to have that passion and that sparkle. I don't know how to go. Just like, well, you know, do you feel like you've done everything you absolutely can do?
Nah, not at the moment, but with work and everything's hard.
I really want to see you happy. And to see you happy, you have to be happy with your own performance, and then to do that, then you really have to like push yourself.
But when they sort out, basically become more motivated, less lazy. So I've got to do it.
Thank you. It means a lot to me that you realise how important it is to me for you to make something of yourself and do something. Maybe I've made it too easy on him and given him everything that he really needs. I need him to really up his game and show me what he wants from life, and hopefully it's a bit more like what I want from life.
12 weeks ago, 2 skinny boys and 2 muscle men came to London to change their bodies. Over the past 3 months, they've pushed themselves in the gym, confronted their bad habits, and taken their diets to the extreme. Now they're returning to London to show their mentors what they've achieved. They'll be measured and weighed to see whether they've reached their targets. First up is Scott.
Hello. How are we doing? Scott, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you. You're great, man.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely sensational. You lost bundles of weight.
It's been fun. It's been fun, yeah.
12 weeks ago, he weighed over 16 stone and wanted to drop 3 stone of bulk.
Okay, let's strip. You're absolutely shredded, Scott. Well done, mate.
Over the last 3 months, Scott has undergone a dramatic transformation. Starting with a hulking bodybuilder's frame, he's lost 4 stone to achieve this. A more nimble, athletic body.
Feet together for me. Right, now this is remarkable, mate, yeah? Absolutely well done. Really shit hot.
So waist, we were 37 inches.
Oh my goodness.
What are you now?
31 inches.
Wow.
Let's jump on the scales.
You started off at 103. Oh.
Shit! 78.60.
I cannot believe that.
Wow, really?
So under what you said.
That's phenomenal.
Scott's biggest change has been around his waist. With a reduction of 6 inches, he's gone from a 37-inch to a 31-inch waist. After pushing himself to the limit, Scott has achieved a dramatic transformation. But going below his target weight is a concern for Kay and Mark.
Okay, so we were 10.3%.
Holy shit. Body fat percentage is 3.2%.
I'm shocked, but I'm not surprised. I think I'll go back to the medical side of just saying, though, that body fat now is really at an almost unacceptably low level, that we need to have a certain amount of body fat, keep us warm, make sure that our immune system is able to function well enough. You want to go off, eat ice cream, putting on a little bit is not a failure at all. I hope he really does take away the messages that he needs to chill out a little bit about this and go away, enjoy himself, go on holiday, and really embrace him being a fitter, leaner person.
While Scott is getting used to his fitter body, he's yet to see the contrast side by side.
Wowee. Jesus. I'm literally half the size. I look like a big bodybuilder there, but on the left I'm so lean and slick and just... I can't believe it. It literally looks like a different person. And I look at myself now and I think that's the way to be. Need a bit more of a tan.
For Scott, who used to go to the gym every day and eat every 2 hours, life is suddenly very different.
I'd say before these 12 weeks I definitely had an obsession with the gym. Spent too much time obsessing about when to train and what to eat, and I'd say the hardest thing I've had to do is chill out.
A what? Pirate. A pirate ship? You get bounced on a pirate ship?
Yeah,
okay.
You can come on there too.
I think I can come on there too. Brilliant bit of bond and be here with Olivia. This is somewhere she loves to go. She loves to run around, play everywhere, chase me, play football. It's great to better mess around now. I'm fitter, I'm leaner. Let's bounce up and down. Jump. I'm not always hot all the time. I sleep so much better. My skin's perfect.
Daddy, please come in.
Please come in. Okay, have you got my tea ready?
Yeah.
Smashing the goals were great, but this is my main goal. And now I can actually do everything with her that she can do. It's not limited by my size or I can fit or how fit I am. I can do everything with it. There's more important things than that gym. Family, friends, love. I've been overly focused on my physical self because I haven't been able to share it with someone. So, yeah, I think now is probably a good time to have a little look out there to see if there is a potential Mrs. Francis somewhere.
It's been a more difficult 12 weeks for student Nick, who now faces the moment of truth.
Hello. Hi guys. How are you?
Oh, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Looking
How you
well.
doing?
You okay? Good to see you.
When Nick started, he barely weighed 9 stone. Although he's been working out, he's not been so good with his diet.
Let's have a look. Take your top off. Let's measure you up.
Probably makes it look a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Actually.
I think that's good.
Great.
Turn to the side. Let's have a look at your arms.
Okay. And they were 11 inches.
Arms are much better. They're toned as hell. Okay, 12 3/4.
Fantastic. Wow, that's a big increase.
Yep, arms up in the air.
Chest was
Drop
33
the arms down.
inches. There's a little pair of pecs there I can see.
35.
Right, great.
Whilst Nick hasn't kept up with the sheer amount of food needed to really bulk up, His biceps have grown by 1 3/4 inches and his chest has filled out by an impressive 2 inches.
You put on 4 kilos of lean muscle mass, pure lean muscle mass. You know how difficult it is to put 1 kilo lean muscle mass on? It's really, really hard, but to put 4 on is great.
When I started seeing the fat in areas that I didn't want to see extra fat, to counter that, I cut down my food. I was an idiot not to trust the professionals.
Come on.
There we go, there.
Whilst Nick's muscles haven't grown as much as hoped, in other areas there have been big changes.
Nick's confidence has grown literally from there to there.
This process has taught me basically that I need to grow up, because obviously I haven't been organised through this and I haven't perhaps pushed myself as hard as I should have. And if I do that in real life, I'm never going to be successful.
I think there's a sense of humour. He seems a bit more kind of relaxed, you know, lately.
I think it's nice having muscles and looking better, but I don't think it makes the man, not at all.
12 weeks ago, muscles were everything to Martin and he struggled with giving up the big weights. Recently he's been more dedicated, but will it be enough?
Hi guys, how you doing? Good?
Look at Martin.
Look at me. I see you good.
You okay?
Yeah, very well, very well. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Wow.
Yep.
Different man.
Different man.
That looks good.
Yeah?
That looks
Thanks.
really, really good.
I really feel good. I feel clean, I feel fresh, I feel fit, I feel fast.
When Martin started out, he weighed 16 stone. To get the body he wanted, he needed to lose 2 stone.
Let's have a look at your measurements now. Much better. Much better.
By cutting down from 6 meals a day to 3 and swapping powerlifting for aerobic exercise, Martin has bulked down from 16 stone to a much leaner 14 stone.
21% body fat last time, so we're hoping that you've lost quite a substantial amount. So let's see.
Okay, mate. Okay, body fat's 14.3%.
Woohoo! You've lost 8 kilos of fat.
In 12 weeks, that is an exceptional body transformation.
Take a seat.
This is going to be your picture beforehand.
Okay. What words come into your head?
Don't know. Lost, confused.
Okay, and this is obviously the new man now.
Which is a remarkable transformation. Such a difference in the face.
Your chest is so much better. Yeah. Your abdomen now looks completely different here. Your arms look like, you know, what arms should look like, yeah? If I ever walk down your way and see you've turned into this man, I'm going to fucking kill you.
It'll never happen, trust me. I can't believe it was, you know, to that stage, but live and learn.
Very well done.
Whilst Martin still dreams of becoming a personal trainer, he's decided he also needs a life outside of training.
Being addicted to the gym has definitely kept me in a delusional state, and coming out of that now, it's kind of like I've been released from some institution like prison or something like that, and I have to become normalised now. If you're looking for a distraction from the real world, I found it in the gym. And I hid there. I hid, scared. I hid there for a couple of years. And now that I'm out of it, I would say this is generally the happiest I've been.
Last up is Matt. In the final stretch, his girlfriend wanted to see more dedication and motivation. Having missed lots of gym sessions, Matt promised to turn things around in the last few weeks.
Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Hello, nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Welcome, welcome.
Mwah.
Good.
How many sessions did you do?
I managed 8.
You got 8 in, yeah. So I'm really proud of you, mate. Yeah, that's really quite good.
Awesome. Very good.
So we're going to measure you.
Yep.
Yeah, so pop it off.
12 weeks ago, Matt weighed 9.5 stone and had less than 5% body fat.
You can definitely see a change.
Well done, mate. Yeah. I'm proud of you for getting those 8 sessions, I really am.
Arms were 10.5 inches.
and now he's 11 3/4.
Great.
Yep.
Weight before was 59.7. Our target weight, 76.5 kilos.
Okay, so we're 61.6.
Matt has put on less than 2 kilos. But he has still managed to increase his biceps by 1.5 inches, and there have been other gains.
It looks like you've got a bit more confidence as well, I think, you know, if I'm being honest.
I do feel like a little bit better myself here. Never, ever thought like it would have been as difficult as it was.
The big thing is how you carry yourself and going forward, really. And this was only the start for you of making a big change.
But the real test for Matt's confidence is outside the gym.
Do you want to take her and I shall see in a bit?
Oh, I think I'm gonna do it.
Before this, I was always uncomfortable about taking my top off in public. Even putting on like that little bit of weight that I have done has actually made myself feel like a lot more better about myself. I'm quite looking forward to going out there and taking a little swimming now. No ribs. You used to be able to like count literally all the bones. You can't see hardly any of the bones now. How fucking cool is that?
Alana comes first in everything that I do, and I wanted that to be the case with him too, and now I'm proud that he feels confident enough in himself to come here and put her first.
I don't feel that people are still looking at me because I'm really skinny. I feel like I'm just like a normal person again now.
Even if his body hasn't changed drastically, it's his mind that has. For me, it was all up in his head that needed like alteration and change.
It's actually pretty good to be in the pool instead of on the sidelines. Playing around with her, watching her laugh and giggle is definitely better than standing and watching them both have fun.
And I definitely think having him here today, getting in the pool with me, that's definitely a positive change for me. And having that positive mental attitude has really helped. It can only get better from here, really.
For details of organisations which offer advice and support, go online to bbc.co.uk/actionline or call the BBC Action Line to hear recorded information on 08000 924 299. Lines are open 24 hours and are free from a landline. Mobile operators will charge.